Hello everyone. I'm here in Durham, North Carolina, not far from Duke University, and the house you're looking at right now, the blue house right there, was the house that the band Blind Melon lived at in the early 90s before their famous album with the hit single No Rain came out. And anyway, and as a matter of fact, they lived here a little while and wrote some songs for that album, for their EP, with their Blind Melon. That was actually the name of the album, with the B girl on the front of it. And actually, Shannon Hoon lived in that bedroom from the research I did. I believe he lived in that bedroom right there, I'm pretty sure. And it was said they grew weed in the room there. And different bandmates lived in different rooms in the house. But anyway, Rick Parasher, who was a famous producer, he passed away a few years ago. He actually came and hung out with them while they were, practicing in that house. And this was actually called the SleepyHouse. That was the nickname for their house and / studio, and where they wrote a couple. They actually wrote "Soak the Sin" and "Drive." And "Soak the Sin" was a pretty popular song too. They may have even had a video for it. But yeah, I'm so happy that I actually found the SleepyHouse. And from the research I done, it was actually a white house. And bing, 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 that's it right there. It had bush. It looks a little different because it was white. It had bushes, but you can look at the pillars and tell. You can look at the pillars and tell that's it, though. And but anyway, very beautiful street. This isn't far from the Duke University, like I said. A lot of these houses are really pricey. They probably paid the whole band had to pitch in quite a bit just to get it. But the cool thing about Blind Melon, they were kind of lumped in with the grunge scene, just because even though they weren't really grunge, they were more of they were considered kind of a hippie, bluesy version of the grunge scene. And I guess because their album came out during when all the, like Pearl Jam's 10 came out, and Alice in Chains albums come out, Nirvana. And anyway, Rick Parasher, who produced their album, who I said come and hung out for a while, he actually produced an Alice in Chains album. He produced Pearl Jam's 10. And then sadly a few years ago he passed away. They don't know, it said natural causes, but he was only 50, so that doesn't sound, that's too young to be dying of natural causes. But he was a phenomenal producer. He produced an album for Bon Jovi and numerous other bands, so he may have produced Temple of the Dog, but I'm not quite positive about that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me.